Hey, good morning, everybody. How you doing? This is Dan with Dan's 30-foot dory build. There has been a delay. Today is September 17th. Just happens to be my 39th year anniversary. Yes, to my wife. Boy, does time fly by, right? Yeah, so listen. I just thought I'd share that with you, okay? It's a milestone. Today is September 17th. It's 59 degrees outside for my American friends, and it's 7 degrees for my Canadian friends. So what I'm trying to tell you is that it's getting colder out here. Now, I haven't primed the boat yet, at least not the sides. The bottom is done, the stern is done, the transom has been done. It's early morning here. The sun happens to be up today. It's fantastic. I got a lot going on. I'm helping my daughter move into a new place. She had sold her house, and this house here is upside down. There's everything all over the place here. Now, I know that's irrelative to what we're talking about here. So I'm going to swing the camera around here. There's not much to see today. I just wanted to give you an update on what's happening with the build. God, that feels good. And let me flip you around over here without getting my fingers in the way. We're not going to see much right now. As you can see here, I have to prime this. So I want to get this done today, but I don't know if the temperature is going to allow me to do that. It's going to be a high of 15 today, which is about, I'm not sure what that is. It's 50, what is this? It's under 60 degrees anyway, Fahrenheit. Now, this side here was partially primed. I got this far with it. I did some touch-up work. Remember, I showed you all this touch-up work. Nothing's changed. Nothing has changed at all. But I do want to try to get this primed before I lose the weather, and it's going fast. This month will be the last month if I do get a chance to prime it. They say next Saturday it's supposed to be 20 degrees out, which is a lot more reasonable temperature and sunny. But, you know, that can also change also. Okay, so this is where we're at. Now, I debated doing a video today because I know people like to see stuff. Last month, I was supposed to buy primer. And simply what happened was, it was my daughter's 35th birthday. And yeah, you know, it's a little bit of a milestone, 35, I think. So we got her something, which means no primer. It's as simple as that. So what I have went and done, I was lucky this week. As I've mentioned in my previous videos a little bit, I build remote control model airplanes and fly them and stuff. Well, I had a 1/5 scale Corsair I had lying around here for the last 6-7 years, which I was not planning to complete. And yeah, somebody took it off my hands the other day. They gave me $200 for it. It was complete. It was partially built. But the point is I have $200. Okay, so I'm going to produce some primer. Actually, I'm going out today to purchase primer. I'm doing it a little differently here, okay, guys? I don't know if it's a bad thing or not, but I do have marine primer on the bottom. I have 2 coats of marine primer on the bottom here. I've got 2 coats of marine primer on the transom. Now, the sides are not going to be submerged in water. I will use proper bottom paint, marine bottom paint, to do the 12, where am I here? To do 12 inches down, and that's going to be my line going across the boat. So from here, from about here up, and the entire bottom will be done in bottom paint, proper bottom paint. It should only take about 2 quarts, so that's not too bad. From that feature line there, from the water line up, I'm going to be using automotive primer. Now, the reason why it's only $100 for a gallon, or $95 Canadian. The other stuff's going to run me $140. So I'm going to squeeze here. Okay, because what I'm trying to do is buy the primer and the bottom paint within the $200 range, because that's what I've got to spend right now. I won't have anything else till the end of the month. As you know, I do this monthly with a check I get every month, and that's okay. But I'm afraid if I wait until the end of the month, I'm going to lose the weather, because October we've known to have snow. That means it's got to get cold enough to snow, right? Which means no more painting. I'm slowly getting my yard all tied up for winter. I've picked the apples out of my apple tree. Late September here, that's when I usually do that. So everything is going along just fine. Now, as far as my successes here, I feel blessed that I have gotten this far with the fiberglassing we did this year. That was a very, very big thing. It was probably the most expensive part of the whole build, as you know, is the fiberglass products. So that's done. I did buy 3 quarts of primer. I did prime the bottom, so I got more work done there. Mark supplied me with a sander, which enabled me to sand out all that roughness that I was going to live with. As you remember in my prior videos, that my machine I bought wasn't working very well. Matter of fact, it failed, and I was ready to leave the finish exactly where it was. Because sanding it with the tools I had would have took me weeks. And as much as I like to get things done, my patience would have not carried me through that. But I was blessed by an individual. I got that 4-inch vertical speed Makita sander, and I burned through this in 2 days. And it's smooth. I mean, to the touch, it's very smooth. So that's where we're at right now. It might get warmer today. You never know. You know, they tell you the high is going to be 15 and it could be 17. But the next closest temperature to 20 degrees is next Saturday. Yeah, I know. But that can change too. You know, like I'm playing Russian roulette right now. And all I want to do is get the fiberglass primed on the sides. That's all I've got left to do. Now, I would have had it done last week, like I was just explaining to you, but priorities kicked in, and we had to do the right thing. And she was really happy about what we got her, which was good, because, you know, kids could be fussy. But that was great. And, yeah, so we're doing okay, considering that I'm on a budget, and I'm seasonal here. And if I can get this primed in the next week, and when I start priming this, I will try to take as much video of it as possible, just to let you see what I'm doing, of course, like I've been doing throughout the whole build here. I certainly hope that everyone has been entertained, and some people actually can use some of the information I'm using, regardless if it's good or bad. I'm glad to say that I do have 77 subscribers now. Yeah, they're holding steady at 77. I would obviously like to thank each and every subscriber out there that's hanging in there and joining me on this little journey of building this 30-foot boat. Now, I know I've already explained this before, or at least mentioned it. The flip is next year. Bottom paint's going to go on this year. Hopefully. I'm crossing my fingers, okay? We'll see how far that $200 gets me in order for me to be able to purchase bottom paint. I have to go into city today, actually, for something. And I'm going to stop by and find out what bottom paint's going for. If it's within the $35 range per quart, I will pick up something. I don't know what color. I'm not too fussy about the color. It is only bottom paint, and it's for the water line. I did pick up the finishing paint for the top, and it is marine paint. It's called Battleship Gray. That's what I've decided to go with. I picked it up last week. It's tucked away in the house. Battleship Gray. Why am I going with gray for? It's a shiny gray, but it's a battleship color. It's, you know, medium gray. You've seen a battleship before. That's basically the color of it, right? The reason why I'm going with that is I find gray is a medium color, and it hides a lot of stuff. And I cannot find the colors here that I would really like to use. So I'm settling with, and I'm very happy to use Battleship Gray. I think it's going to be a good color. The bottom paint, I don't know what color they've got in stock. I'm going to go in and take a look. I had a color pamphlet from the company I'm buying paints from, and they don't have very many bright colors. You know what I mean? They have no yellows, they have no bright reds, they have no bright greens. They all seem to be medium colors. I don't know why. Maybe it's our environment here. I know if I was out in Florida, you can get seafoam green, which is a beautiful light green color. I love the color, but I'll have to look into that a little bit. But I got the gray for the top paint. The bottom paint will be whatever they got in stock. I'm not fussy right now. I mean, I'm not painting it all black, so I'm happy with that. Some color's better than no color at all. And I think what I'm going to be focusing on here, and I've mentioned it before, I'll be focusing on the interior. Now, the interior, I'm still planning to build a cabin on this boat, okay? So the interior, I want to try to make the interior look very classy. I'm going to try to use nice woods, and I would like to have a nice wood finish. I'm not planning to just paint everything white if I don't have to. So at least the top will look woody, okay? The gun rails, the cap strips, I'm going to try to select a decent type of wood within my budget, even if it takes me a little longer to get it. I have all winter to purchase this wood to make it look a little fancier. I think I deserve that much. The sides, well, the outside is important too, but I don't think Battleship Gray is a bad color. I mean, people's used all kinds of colors, and I just don't want to go white. I'm not a white person. Yeah, my truck is white. That's enough. My 55 Chevy was white. That was enough. So, yeah. I think I'm going to leave you with this now. I'll be posting this, obviously. You're going to be seeing it today. This is like a super update, just to let you know I'm still around. I'm still working on this project. I'm not giving up. I've got too much into it. I've gone too far. But the primer right now, to me, was very important. And the only thing I got to prime, like I just finished mentioning, is the sides. The starboard and port side has to be primed. I don't want it to sit exposed to the winter elements, ice, if any, snow, anything, water. I don't need that. I just want to protect it. So if I can get 3 coats of primer on this, I'm going to be really happy. I'm planning to buy a gallon. I'll get a little bit of reducer for it, and I'll just keep on rolling until I have no primer left. And that should give me enough buildup in the spring when I go to sand it, to sand it and have a smooth finish with some depth to it, right? Instead of putting 1 or 2 coats on, possibly sanding through. This is not a body job here, even though it kind of is. So, okay, so 77 subscribers. I almost blew that one there. 77. Thank you for hanging in there, guys. Once again, I can't say thank you enough. Every time I go into my camera here, I go to my YouTube channel and I check just to see what's going on there. And I'm still holding fast at 77 subscribers. I really appreciate it. I really do. It keeps me going. It entices me to make these videos for you. I know they're not fancy. You know that by now. It's all rough. I video it. This is what I got to give you. And that's okay too. That's okay too. You're getting it live. You're getting it real, right? So that's it for now. Sun's coming up. It almost feels good enough to prime now. I mean, it's only primer, right? I'll have to read the can and see what the minimums are. But, yeah, I'd like to pull this tarp off today even and do it. It's Saturday. It's my day off. I don't work weekends. Can't do it in the morning times. I lost the mornings. There's no way. I mean, the temperatures in the morning are anywhere around 3 to 7 Celsius. And you can't do nothing in that weather except for go to work. And, yeah. Okay, folks. So 77 subscribers. Thank you, everybody, for hanging in there. Thanks for all my new subscribers for coming aboard in the last 35 days. I've had, I think, 3 already and added to my list of subscribers. I haven't forgotten about you, okay, everyone? I know you're out there. I've got subscribers leaving comments. I really appreciate those comments. You know what? You make decisions sometimes and you're not always right. And I know I've made my mistakes and I've repaired them on this build since I've been working on this in the last 2.5 seasons. And it really helps. It really helps to hear comments from other people. It clears the fog up when you're not too sure which way you're going. Now, another little topic I want to touch on just before I let you go here is that the transom, the motor mount, will be made of wood, will be built into the back of the transom. I will not be purchasing an aluminum like a Viking motor mount that bolts straight to the back of the transom and away you go. Too much money. I think I priced it out roughly at $1,600. I had one of my subscribers say, "What are you doing, Dan? Don't do it. Build one out of wood, 3/4 inch ply and 2x4s, strong enough, reinforce it, fiberglass it." A lot cheaper. I can probably get that done for under $300. All right, so that will be going in next summer for the engine mount. Okay. Yeah. Look, I'm still having fun doing this, okay? And I really don't mind making these videos because I really feel like I'm connecting with people. And I think this is what it's all about. So listen, this is Dan with Dan's 30-foot dory build, giving you an update. And as soon as I get that primer and I'm ready to roll, I will video it for you so you're staying on top of my project with me. Thank you very much. Have a great day. Thank God it's sunny.